Welcome to Transparent Podcast. My name is Brian. I have a special guest who came from Denver to join us today. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Amanda.
So, Amanda, thank you for coming down to be with us today for the viewers. Today, we're just kind of want to talk about like some general stuff, but first, tell everybody where you're from and things like that, and kind of just introduce yourself so they can get to know who you are.
I am Amanda. I live in Denver, born and raised in California. Been living in Colorado since 2009.
Oh, okay. So that's quite a while.
Yeah. I am a full-time dispatcher for hospital security.
Ooh. What does that entail? Like a dispatcher? Like what exactly kind of stuff do you do?
We dispatch hospital security to emergent situations within the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you you guys are like, if something happens, you call whoever needs to be at that situation and make sure they get there like in a timely fashion or whatever.
Yeah, or like inbound helo with a child or a patient that needs emergent surgery, or from car accident, they flew them in. Security needs to go over their stat.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
nice. So just off the top, right? Do you know when people refer to relationships as far as like the guy and the girl doing like 50-50, or a traditional relationship where the man like pays for everything and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
What is your preference when it comes to relationship? Are you cool with doing like 50-50 on things, or do you prefer like traditional type like guy, or
Both.
what's your thought?
I think it should be 50-50. I mean, if the woman is, let's say she's staying at home, no job, and she takes care of the home and raising the kids, I would expect, if she's going to be a stay-at-home wife, take care of all the things like cooking, cleaning, raising the kids, taking them to school, extracurricular activities, the mom duties, since the husband is getting the paycheck. But if both of them are working, both have the responsibilities of cooking, cleaning, raising the kids, extracurricular activities, parent-teacher conferences, paying the bills, all of that. Once there's already a ring on the finger, once they're already married.
Yeah.
If they're not married at all, I think it should just be, your bank account is your bank account, my bank account is my bank account.
Yeah.
If you want to invest in me, that's totally fine. I will invest in you.
And I think even myself, like, so I guess when we think of 50-50, a lot of people think of just like the financial side, but you mentioned like taking the kids to like practices or schools or extracurricular activities and doing things around the house, not just from like a side of like paying for things and finances. It's 50-50 is like, if I'm doing, this and this at home, you should be doing it, and it's a balance that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying that right?
Yep, exactly.
Kind of tied into that. So as far as when you look at a potential candidate, as far as like a potential future like husband candidate versus a guy that you would just date or see casually, what is like the difference between those two men as far as like this guy's like husband type material or whatever? Like, I guess, what does that person have to bring to the table to be someone you take serious or feel is going to take you serious?
I like to be honest from the beginning. Because it starts from the beginning.
Okay.
Communication, being honest. If you want to be friends, let's be friends. If you want to be friends with benefits, let's talk about that. Maybe I'm open to it. If you want a potential relationship, let me drop everybody that I'm talking to so I can invest my time and my dedication to you only. But if you're doing the same to me as well. But that's if we're invested in the relationship.
Okay.
If it's going towards marriage, well then, relationship wise.
So on that question too, you brought up a good point. So I guess another question I would ask is, like you said, like if there's someone that's going to take you serious, you'll cut off everyone you're talking to, etc. What would you consider cheating per se? And then I guess the kind of follow, what would you consider, like in the talking phase, what would you consider cheating? If you're just getting to know this person and they're possibly a potential, what things could they do that you'll be like, this person's not right for me because I consider that cheating?
So until somebody asks me, do you want to be my girlfriend? Anything before that is not cheating, because I am entitled to talk to as many people as I want and go on as many dates as I want, as they are as well. Mm-hmm. I'm dating everybody. They're probably dating everybody as well.
Yeah.
Until they ask me to be their girlfriend. Then that's like I'm taking you serious.
I'm glad you brought that up. I agree. Do you think nowadays, like, a lot of men don't make that clear, or what you said, until like you ask me out, then you're entitled to see who you want or whatever, because you haven't made it official and it's. But do you think like a lot of guys don't maybe comprehend that, or do you think they do?
That's where the old-fashionedness comes back, because that's where men, not boys, men should take into action in actually asking a girl, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Or I want to take you serious. And now it's just like all of a sudden they start talking for a couple of days and they're already considered babe, and on the phone it's already changed to babe.
Y'all hearing this?
But yeah, until the actual, it has to be official, but it comes from the man, but also from the woman. Obviously girls are wanting to be in a relationship so desperately. Men aren't making it clear for women what they really want, and unfortunately women have to suffer.
Wow. So to switch gears just a little bit, as far as being in a relationship with someone, say you have kids or whatever, what is your opinion on whooping kids? Should you whoop your kids? Should you not? Because some people think rear-ending or whooping or whatever is bad. Some people say, like, you know, they would never. Like, what is your opinion, or does it depend?
Coming from a Mexican household, everybody has gotten hit with the chancla. The all famous chancla.
For those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure that's some type of sandal.
Yeah, it's the sandal.
Or flip flop or something.
The Mexican sandal. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure people have gotten hit with the chancla or something worse.
Did it knock some sense into people?
Heck yeah.
Y'all hear that? So it
some
works.
Kids do need some ass whoopings. Some kids do. I think to a certain extent, depending on what the child is actually doing, because a very good friend of mine, Melanie Hazel, she always told me, I never want to be my kid's bully, my kid's first bully.
Wow. Okay.
And this past, I'm gonna admit it, I was hitting my kids. I was spanking them.
Just a disclaimer, y'all, like, we're not talking beating.
Nah.
We don't condone beating children. We're talking just disciplining.
Yes, disciplining
forms
them.
Of discipline. Okay.
But yeah, I used to spank my children, and I just thought to myself, it really hit me when my youngest one she started school, and she was getting bullied at school. She was getting hit.
Oh wow.
She was getting her hair pulled, and I'm not saying that I pulled her hair, like at home, but that's a form of bullying.
Yeah, someone who wasn't your family member, wasn't your child or whatever,
was
touching him.
Yes.
Okay.
So she was getting hit at school, and it took into perspective what my coworker would always tell me, my friend. She would always tell me, I never want to be my kid's first bully, and I never thought about it, but it's true. If you tell your kid that you love them, and you're over here whooping their ass, like, or beating their ass.
WWE.
They go to school and you're telling them, don't let anybody hit you, don't let yourself, but yet they go home and you're whooping their ass.
It's counterproductive in a
sense. Or contradicting what you're saying, what you're trying to teach your children.
Not practicing what you preach.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think gentle parenting, you have to have a lot of patience, but you know, I scream at my kids. I scream at them, and then a couple seconds later I chill and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm learning just with you guys, I'm so sorry that I screamed, but you know, you have to understand, I'm doing it by myself, it's hard.
Yeah,
so
understand.
Yeah, spanking, yes, sometimes. Disciplining your children, taking away privileges like phones, TV privileges, what my mom used to do to me, not being able to talk on the phone, the house phone, if you old school, not being able to talk on the phone, the house phone. But yeah, I think there's a certain extent to being able to discipline your kids and whooping their ass and not really.
Yeah, not beating. We're not condoning beating children. But no, that makes sense. I caught my fair share of whoopings. After about 2 or 3 whoopings, like, I was good. Like, I agree. There are some kids out there that, you know, you might have to.
They need them.
They need them. Some of them.
Yeah.
Switching gears again.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about like mental health, things like that. I know there's a lot of sources out there you can talk to if you're dealing with like stress or you're dealing with bullying at school. Someone in that younger generation who may be going through any type of, let me put it like this, any type of stress, and they don't know how to deal with it, that could eventually affect their mental health. Mm-hmm. What advice can you give to like the young teenager?
Mental health is huge. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody should be honest. If they feel some type of way, they should speak up and be honest, because people are afraid to be judged that you're probably bipolar or psychotic or crazy. Like, you don't want to be known to be crazy. But it's okay. Like, people have gone through traumatic things in their childhood or adulthood that they just brushed over. So you're literally just surviving. You're literally just living day by day. You never actually healed from that traumatic situation. Mm-hmm. And you're just another traumatic situation just happening and occurring in your life, and you're not actually dissecting into what happened and healing from it. You're just putting a band-aid over it and putting another band-aid over another one. And not really getting to the root issue. Like, you really do, whether it be therapy, whether it be medication, whether it be venting to a close friend, a family member, and especially men. There's a higher rate in suicide in men, and it's because men are supposed to be, manly, but men have feelings too. They're human. They are human. They have feelings. Some are more sensitive than others, and they show their emotions, but seek help. Whether it be a close friend, a coworker, a family member, whoever it may be, but seek help, because it's big.
How has life been for you from early on till about now?
Is this a therapy session?
Yeah, I guess.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was raised in my mom was a single mother. She
in
had
Cali?
Yes, California, born and raised in Cali.
So Cali.
Yes, and born and raised in Cali, and she was a single mother, 2 daughters. And I mean, my mom and I didn't get along all the time. And we didn't get along all the time. So it was a rough childhood, as we were always, clashing heads.
Going back and forth.
Yes. So she became a Christian, and I don't know, I like to live life. I'm not saying I'm a bad person. I'm not going out and killing people, but I'm just not.
Did she try to impose a lot of Christian stuff on you and force it?
Yeah, and for the longest time I did do it because I liked it. But, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I know in the Bible it says you got to be hot, you can't be hot or cold. No, you have to choose one. You have to choose one, either hot or cold. You can't be room temperature. Yeah.
Can't be lukewarm.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So, when I turned 18, I dipped out, came to Colorado, and just lived life here.
Just like that?
Yeah.
I mean, did your family feel some type of way? You don't have to get in, but do they still contact you, or is it kind of just you check in with them, or they're cut off? What is it?
No,
you can keep it.
No, I actually brought my mom out here. She eventually moved out here.
Okay.
And she stayed out here. Like, she eventually liked it. But my mom and she would consider me her shadow because I was always following her. But ever since that, church thing, our relationship
kind of severed a little bit.
It was different. It was way different. So I lost that. She was sad because her baby was moving to a whole different state.
Yeah, kind of up and leaving.
Yeah, so, and I never went back home. After 18, I never went back home. But yeah, I just moved here and then lived life. Eventually got married and then had kids and so other things, but not gonna go too deep into that.
But y'all heard the full scoop right there. And I'm glad you brought up that point, because I have a lot of friends, and this is judgment-free zone. We don't. I have a lot of friends that kind of had similar-ish situations with parents that were, for lack of better words, I could say like super religious, if I could use that term. And they were pretty much being force-fed stuff to where it overwhelmed them, and it was just too much. Versus, I personally believe on your own, you should be able to find, what religion suits you and things like that. Of course, growing up, your parents are going to have a certain way, and you probably be taught that, but I feel that like on your own, you should come to whatever you want to believe, faith or whatever it is. But I know a lot of my friends that their parents were like super into it and kind of like pushed it. It like almost pushed them away because it was like, not them experiencing it for themselves or whatever. It was just like, do this, and it just seemed like a list of rules almost, and you can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that. If you do this, you get called this and this name and this and that. So I don't know if that is kind of similar, but when you were saying that, I was just automatically thinking like, and these are mainly female friends that I know or acquaintances that had similar things, and I'm like, wow, I never knew that this was a thing, but I know if I was in that position that it would probably make me feel kind of the same way, or you kind of just need to get away to escape. Would you say like since moving to Colorado from Cali, how has your mental health been for as far as like I guess whatever you were dealing with there, mental health and stress levels versus once you came here, got away from whatever was pushing you away or whatever was making you feel uncomfortable there, and coming here, starting, how has like your mental been? Like how's
Worse, way worse.
Oh shoot! In the video.
I'm out. No, I think if I would have been, I thought coming to Colorado, since I had my dad here and my siblings here, I have a lot of siblings.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have a lot of support here with my family here, but that's not what I got at all. I think if I would have stayed in California, maybe I would have gotten the support that, as a single mother, one would need.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do what I can, and I'm surviving. So, it hasn't gotten better, but we're surviving.
Wow, that's good. So do you have in the future? Do you have any trips planned? Do you plan on making any significant life changes in general here in the next 3-4 years, or I guess what are your plans for the next 4 or 5 years from now? Or
so I like to move privately. I like to move in silent.
All right, guys. Episode.
And I like to succeed out loud. So.
Oh, okay. So you're one of those people that whenever you set your mind to something or whatever you plan on doing, you're going to make sure you accomplish that and eliminate any possibilities of that, I guess, goal getting distracted or any outside noise. You're just going to make it happen.
I just focus all my energy on what I want and how I want it. I manifest it. I don't like talking about my next move because whether it be a family member, there's going to be some type of hate through there, some type of negative energy.
Yeah.
It may be a family member, it may be a friend, but you never know if they really truly wish good upon you, or they're like jealous in a way, or like I don't want to see her succeed.
Kind of preying on your downfall.
So hoping that I fail.
But you're going to prove them wrong, right?
Yes. So that's why I don't like talking about what I want, what my plans are going to be. I like to just.
That's all
quiet.
yours. That's all to you. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, that's she giving
private
y'all
life.
You see that? She giving y'all free game. move in silence and
succeed out loud.
And succeed out loud. Well, that's a direct quote from our friend here, Amanda. Lastly, is it any I guess advice you would want to give to anyone out there that has goals, maybe someone that's also a mom, in the next few years they want to get some things accomplished, life is kind of treating them so, but like what words of encouragement can you give to the moms out there in general?
It's never too late to take them to the fire department. I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, she got to break that down? I was like, what fire department? No,
just drop them off.
Yeah.
It's never too late. I don't know, just if you have no support from family, it sucks. But my sister always says it takes a village to raise kids, and it really does, whether it be friends or whether it be family. It takes a village to raise kids, and I have a small group of people that help me out with my kids.
Your own support system
Yeah.
internally, small circle.
And they're not even blood related. They're literally
Wow.
friends. But find a group of people that encourage you, and that, because sometimes parents do need breaks. Dads, moms, they need breaks to go get some me time. But yeah, if you have the support, take advantage of that support that you have, because not everybody has it. And you know, don't really take advantage of it in the fact of like, oh, I'm gonna go partying every night and mom's gonna take care of the kid, like I don't care. No, that's like a little
being a little selfish.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't be selfish.
Enjoy your kids. Honestly, enjoy your kids, because they're kids for a short amount of time and adults for the rest of their lives. And if you're a single parent, I'm not looking for anything, because I'm just focusing my energy on my kids, my time with my kids. Like I said, they're tiny.
As you should.
They're tiny and they're growing so fast. They freaking grow fast. So I'm just enjoying them. But
that's good.
Yeah.
So just like for your moms out there, that was a lovely message. You know, I don't have kids, but coming from someone who does, like, she's just telling you, like, they grow up so fast. You know, enjoy your time with them. And yeah, I would say that's like the main thing is like, you know, having kids, because it's like, I know me, even in the military, when I do, you know, eventually have kids, it's like, there may be times I'm gonna be away and things like that. So it's like, you know, her
Are you
saying,
ready for that? Like,
that's gonna be another episode.
Yeah.
But like cherishing those moments is, you know, especially coming from her, is like wow, like she's appreciating her kids while they're here at this age and just enjoying the process of being a mom. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
yeah. And don't be selfish. I mean, like people think, oh yeah, maybe pop out another one. I'm not popping out anymore. Like,
no popping out.
No more. I think it just would be, if you're really struggling, why would you be selfish and bring another human to this planet to suffer more, you know? Like, think about it. There's other options. And there's no judgment. We're 2022, come on.
Hey, y'all hear that? 2022. So being wise with your decision making and knowing that, you know, not just living in the moment, kind of thinking things out, planning things out, whether it be financially or whatever, if you are in that position, correct?
Yep.
Wow. So
plan forward.
All right. Do you have any socials or anything you want to shout out, or if people want to follow you?
Yeah, I actually have my Instagram. It's _pinksugar07.
Okay. So if you want to follow her, _pinksugar07. It's her Insta.
My Snapchat, Mandy. Oh, I don't even know it.
She's going to get her Snapchat.
Mandy B07.
Mandy B07, and then _pinksugar07.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to follow her, I'm gonna have her links to the Insta snap below. Please comment, interact with this video. Comment your favorite part of the video. If there's something that she said that stuck out to you. If there's any, you know, words that you can, I don't know, pull from this video that encourage you, just let us know. Hit the like, hit the share. And do you have anything else for anybody? All right, so that's an episode of Transparent Podcast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll have some more guests. Hopefully Amanda, we can get her back on. We'll be mixing it up, having a bigger group here, some different topics, things like that. And I hope you guys all have a great day and enjoy the video.